What's going on, Jerome's raw, real rant audio version? Again, can't see the face. It's an improvement. All right. So something that you've seen over the last year is that the national media jabroni haircuts, they have no time for JJ McCarthy. Like, they despise him. And I don't know why. Right? Throughout the draft process, it was just like, oh, handoff merchant, game manager at Michigan, blah, 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 blah. Oh, Bo Nix is better because he threw for more yards. Spencer Rattler is better. And then you saw this offseason, the media basically just ripped the mask off and openly rooting against Jonathan James McCarthy. I think that's his name. It'd be funny if it was Jonathan Joseph. He was named after the cornerback. But the thing about JJ McCarthy is he's the Vikings quarterback one. He was always going to be the Vikings quarterback one. Kwesi, Kevin O'Connell, handpicked guy, and they constructed their rooster around their starting quarterback on his rookie deal and surround him with the freaking Avengers. He doesn't have to reinvent the wheel this season. He can just be a distributor, under center, run play action. He can do all that stuff. But you saw the media this offseason did everything in their power. Oh, they want Sam Darnold back. Bad. How are you going to get rid of a quarterback who won 14 games? Well, did you see the last two? Because I'll admit, so I admit when I'm wrong on this channel as opposed to other places. I was in on Darnold after the Packers game. And if Darnold had taken the Vikings on a magic carpet ride in the playoffs, I mean, that certainly would have been up for debate. But just how bad he was the last two games, notably the Lions game. Because the Rams game was really more on the offensive line. The Lions game was all him. Just the way he chucked knob blocked and short-armed and was just completely all over the place in the red zone. Embarrassing. That was honestly... The Lions game was like watching the fourth quarter of the Wolves-Bucks on repeat. That's what it was, man. But all offseason is like Darnold. They want Daniel Jones. They're gonna pay Daniel Jones to come take JJ McCarthy's job. That's what they're going to do. Didn't happen. And then, of course, the collective media orgasm climax. Oh, Aaron Rodgers. Oh, Rodgers. Oh, Rodgers. Was never going to happen. And Rodgers wanted the Vikings way more than they wanted him. And it wasn't an accident that Kevin O'Connell during the owners' meetings specifically said that Rodgers reached out to the team, not the other way around. It was a very subtle but very important distinction. The Vikings, hey, do we consider everyone? Yes, because that's what good organizations do. But at the end of the day, they weren't in because this is JJ McCarthy's team. But I don't know what it is. Now winning cures everything, right? And I can't wait for JJ McCarthy to get a crack at this thing. I think that he is going to be elite. I think that Jaden Daniels last year, a fellow rookie in the 2024 class, I think that JJ McCarthy can be just as good or better than Jaden Daniels his rookie year because, frankly, JJ McCarthy has a much better supporting cast and much better coaching. And that is what it is, right? And I love Jaden Daniels, right? But 5 reasons why the media hates JJ McCarthy. Number 1, it's Michigan. It's got to be Michigan. And Michigan is seen as the snotty, elitist school. It's not a private school, but kind of comes off as a private school. Like they think that their ish don't stink. That's why in the Michigan-Ohio State rivalry, like a lot of the common people, we side with Ohio State because that school up north, they think they're better than us. Right. And that bleeds over to the football program. And also the media just doesn't like positivity. Like they never liked Jim Harbaugh, jumping Jim Harbaugh. Who's got it better than us? Nobody. Attack every day with enthusiasm unknown to mankind. And you can just hear the media's eyes rolling. Right. But of course, the whole Connor Stallions fiasco and JJ McCarthy being a handoff merchant, whatever. He did what it took to win. Also, look at his record, as well as look at his record against the Ohio State University. Pretty damn good, huh? There has not been an Ohio State player in the history of the program that beat J.J. McCarthy when he was at Michigan, which is funny because J.J. grew up as an Ohio State fan, but of course we've gone over the saga. Ryan Day was like, "I'm good. I got Cam Cord." So then J.J. McCarthy. So J.J. does have this level-headedness, maturity to him, but 1,000,000,000%. He picked Michigan because Ohio State, his school, growing up, went in a different direction. And he was just like, F you. Because JJ McCarthy, here's the thing too. JJ McCarthy could have gone to any school in the country, but he picked Michigan. That's right. That's right. Number 2, they hate the Vikings. And it really speaks to Justin Jefferson, the original JJ, Justin Jefferson's greatness, that the media recognizes how great he is. Because anything associated with the Vikings immediately loses 50% of its value. That's how it is. And I think the etymology of it is it started back when the Vikings lost those 4 Super Bowls. And the media at the time, they're probably wearing those fedoras with the little card in the top that says press, calling in their columns on the phone. Yeah, see, the Vikings lost again. See, stop. But it was very easy to just punch down on the Vikings. Oh, the losers do it again. Oh, 4 Super Bowls in 6 years. Oh, blah, 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 blah. And that's bled over. And the Vikings have done nothing to buck that narrative. Oh, yeah, we are the losers. Oh, in a big-time game, we are certainly going to poop ourselves, right? And, again, like my dad and my grandpa, they had Super Bowl losses. What do I have? I have NFC title game losses, and that's even being reduced down to wild card losses now. That's it. It's ridiculous. But, again, everything associated with the Vikings is poo-pooed on. Kevin O'Connell should have 2 Coach of the Year awards as opposed to just 1. Well, of course, we know why he didn't win the other one, right? Number 3, JJ McCarthy's offensive numbers in college were pedestrian. But guess what? He played within the system. And then guess what? Look at the offense that Jim Harbaugh is running with Justin Herbert. Doing the same damn thing. Run the ball first and foremost, build up front in the trenches, and your quarterback off of play action hits a couple big-time passes, as well as when you need your quarterback to make a throw, third down, money downs, those meaty downs like Kevin O'Connell says, go out and go do it. And that's exactly what J.J. McCarthy did. And frankly, I think that McCarthy's embrace of his role speaks more about him as a quarterback and a person, because he could have gone anywhere in the country, and he could have thrown for 5,500 yards, 40 touchdowns, been in the Heisman conversation, put up these Lulu numbers in a gimmicky offense, and he could have done all that. But he didn't. You know why? Because he wants to win. He doesn't care about his numbers. He does whatever it takes to win. And at Michigan, that was handing the ball off. Hey, Blake Corum. Hey, Donovan Edwards. Hey, this solid offensive line in front of me. And then we're going to run play action, and I'm going to drop piss missiles to Roman Wilson and Colson Loveland. Woo! And we're going to go out and go undefeated and win a national title. That's what the hell we're going to do. And it's great. And it speaks to, and J.J. McCarthy is going to hit the ground running in the NFL, because the problem is now, there are some college concepts bleeding up to the NFL, but there are a lot of quarterbacks who have never taken a snap under center, or taken very few. Hell, even on the goal line, these college offenses are in shotgun. It's just frustrating. But with the proliferation of 7-on-7 camps and the spread offense in high school and college, there are quarterbacks who come into the NFL who simply do not know how to take a snap from under center. And J.J. McCarthy was primarily under center at Michigan, and that's a big part of the Kevin O'Connell offense. Under center, play action, footwork, little finger down the seam of your trousers, 5-7-step drops in rhythm, throw the ball accurately over the middle, and hit Justin Jefferson, Hawkinson, Addison, Aaron Jones out of the backfield at levels. All right, that's what you need, right? He is tailor-made for this offense, except the media doesn't want to acknowledge that. Number 4, they don't want to be wrong. Because everything that they said about McCarthy in college, he's a game manager. They're a run-first team because J.J. McCarthy, they don't trust him as a passer. Let alone, besides that, McCarthy's offensive line in Michigan gets a lot of love, respect. They're a very good college offensive line. There's not a single one of them that's going to be a star in the NFL. And I know 4 out of 5 of them got drafted, but they're going to be serviceable backups and marginal starters in the NFL. That is what it is. So, and also, Roman Wilson's the Steelers wide receiver 4. Loveland's going to be a stud, but Blake Corum's going to be a running back too. But this entire notion that he was surrounded by the Avengers in Michigan, ain't true. Ain't true. Because think of like that Michigan starting offense versus the 2001 Miami Hurricanes or the 2019 LSU Tigers. Huh? It's not even close, man. It's not even close. But they don't want to be wrong because they already labeled JJ McCarthy a system quarterback, a handoff merchant, and they jizzed in their pants over the numbers that Bo Nix put up in that Oregon offense, right? And Bo Nix, respect, had himself a solid rookie year with stupid-ass Sean Payton. There you go. Also, Penix with the Falcons is going to be doing some good things. I believe in Penix. Jaden Daniels coming in and style and profile, and I love it. Drake May fighting the good fight, even though he's got zero talent around him with the Patriots. And then you got Caleb Williams. So, as a quasi-USC fan, like I watched every single snap of Caleb Williams. He's got some highs, he's got some lows. And the lows come from when he tries to play hero ball too much. When he tries to do too much. And I think that's going to bleed over to the NFL. Like, we've said this before, but there is not a world where Caleb Williams becomes just an average quarterback. He's going to be an elite top 5 quarterback, or he's going to be out of the league in 6 years. There's no universe where Caleb Williams becomes Ryan Tannehill. It's just not going to happen, man. But the media already made their mind up, and they don't want to be wrong. Because if JJ McCarthy comes in, rips the cover off the ball, has himself a fantastic first year starting with the Vikings this year, goes on to win Super Bowls, they will have to eat poo. And they don't like doing that. All the talk, all he does is hand off. They want to replace him with Darnold. Aaron Rodgers. No, they have to wear that. That's it. And lastly, number 5, they don't want to see positivity and enthusiasm win. They just don't. Right? And if you notice, like a lot of stars of the game, they do have an upbeat and positive demeanor, right? But JJ McCarthy is like everyone else, but more so. And he just ratchets that up to 11, right? The meditation, the positive affirmations, the social media posts, and he's just a positive dude who wants to make an impact on the world, and he bleeds out. He does bleed that Harbaugh enthusiasm, right? And the media, they're so jaded because I don't know if jaded people go into media or media turns people jaded. I want to say it's the latter because inherently I want to say that people are good, but they know that negativity sells, controversy sells. And if JJ McCarthy and his namaste, kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya, if that wins, then what is their job even about? All their narratives are kaput, they're defunct, and they're gone. And JJ McCarthy and his positivity syncing up with Mr. Sunshine, Kevin O'Connell, and the culture that has been cultivated here in the great state of Minnesota with the Vikings. If that wins, they have to just completely tear down all of their narratives and start from scratch. So they're railing against it. They do not want JJ McCarthy to win. They do not want Kevin O'Connell to win. They do not want the Vikings to win. They don't. Because they have to admit that they were wrong. I can't wait to prove them wrong. That's going to be so good. It's going to be so good, man. Anyways, that's it. Raw, real rant. Felt good about this one. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Subscribe, Venmo, blah, blah, blah. Skull, no production value, no face.